the abstentionism is really very high and unprecedented. At polls closed, only 53.98% of eligible voters have gone to the polls in the island of Ischia, percentage naturally to which must be added all white or null ballot papers that will be released from the polls. But in fact, how might that images have left indifferent the Ischitans? I say, the images of the brutal demolitions of the first houses of need that there have been on the island in recent months, and for which 2 working families have been literally thrown into the street. And how might have left indifferent thousands and thousands of families who risked overnight the abandonment of their only home, since the decree promised in these days, unfortunately by some candidates to region in order to gather votes, has not yet been approved. And how might that images have left indifferent the incidents, the images of the state repression occurred in the night of January 28 last, a few hours before the demolition of the humble home of Luigi Impariazzo, Raffaella and the little Anna, clashes that have had a large echo at media national level, and clashes and demolitions consummated among the shameful indifference of the institutions and of those politicians appointed to solve the problem. Therefore, Dr. Savio, abstentionism has been a form of protest, but against whom? A strong form of protest against the political power of center-right and center-left, which is not only responsible on the island of Ischia and in Campania of building a business, but also for the demolitions of the first houses of need that citizens were forced to build by the defaulting state, and having totally plastered the territory in terms of planning to build in the lawlessness. The people of the island of Ischia and Campania, who live in areas subject to bond, have paid the third remission to settle debt with the state. The state has collected the money, maybe have already spent them. The citizens are not entitled to have their money back, and state come here for demolishing the house because its effectiveness is not possible to be extended in these areas. It is a really scam. For this reason, the third remission, the law on third remission, is an unconstitutional law, because it gives the opportunity for some Italians to make use of this law, and for others not to be able to make use, and to this shame the policy, despite the abandonment, despite the crashes, despite the despair and misfortune of families, did not yet solve the problem. And how could they have the courage to come and ask for voters on the island of Ischia, although, I repeat, on the island of Ischia, abstentionism this time has truly reached incredible peaks, even compared to the national average, where on the island there was an abstentionism of 10% more, although the crowd already has been very low at national level. You, with this initiative, of course, have distanced yourself from the political world, either from the center-right and center-left. But now, how you intend to move forward? There is, anyway, in Ischia, does not serve a point of political reference for coming out of this situation of demolitions or otherwise of building a business? Well, for me personally, being executive member of Italian Marxist-Leninist Communist Party, my abstentionist position naturally was not only referring to the demolitions of the first houses of need, but truly to the drift that our country is facing with regard to the transport, school, crime, and everything else. Concerning the demolitions, the political power knows very well the problem. It knows very well the problem, and for time the President Silvio Berlusconi in person, and just him with his government, that must approve a decree law which can certainly not be approved by the new regional council. This is an issue that only the government, only the parliament can to solve, and if will not do this, will continue to make themselves responsible for the demolition of the houses of need and of despair of the poor. And I want to emphasize one point. We accepted, defended strenuously and with strength and determination the building abusiveness of need. We fight with all our strength the speculative building business and Camorristic abusiveness, which is also present on the island of Ischia, and that unfortunately continues to stand almost in mockery of the slaughters of houses of the poor people.